Morning, happy Friday. Just waiting for the other streams to come on. Hopefully, everybody had an amazing week. Hello from an actual sunny Vancouver morning. The rain just can't seem to stay away. I just hope that it would stay away for just 3, 4 days. Where are you all tuning from? I'm envious of people who are living in these warmer climates, all year round, and they have much lengthy periods of dry weather because I'm trying to finish off some renovations and stuff like that outside, but it needs to be dry. So actually, if you could pick a different place to live, where would you want to live? Would you want to live exactly where you are, or would you want to, maybe live 6 months here, 6 months somewhere else, or would you just totally move to somewhere else? I'd probably pick, if you were to ask me, I'd probably pick Hawaii or Indonesia. Those are two places that I've been to that are totally amazing, and maybe not move there completely, but at least part of the year would be really nice as well. Hi, Jillian. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful Friday, and that you had a great week, Jillian. Yeah. So depending where you are, if you're already in a sunny place, you're lucky. But yeah, let me know where you would like to move to. Once the drier weather does hold for at least 4 days, I got some odds and ends that I'm going to finish around the house, and you know, for sure, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be decluttering. Decluttering is something that I've always loved to do. It kind of sounds weird, but I like to do it. And I'm going to start with finishing off the shed. I started it earlier this year. The attics, they've got two little small attics upstairs. And then the basement. The basement's going to be something that my wife and I are going to tackle. So, when my family do these smaller home purges, right, we do it often. It feels really good. It feels really good. And so, make a habit of getting rid of excess and really simplifying your life. Decluttering is liberating. That's actually the quote for today. Make a habit of getting rid of excess and simplifying your life. Decluttering is liberating, and it actually is. I couldn't find who said that, but it really spoke to me because that's something that I really, really want to really just purge the house. Getting into a regular habit to minimize all that excess in our lives is going to really help us, right? It's going to help us really think clearer, right? It's going to help us feel happier. It's going to help us have less stress. Because when you have less stress, when you don't need to face the fact that when you open a closet, all the stuff starts falling out, or you have clothes that you've been hanging on to for, 20 years, you need to get rid of it. Just get rid of it. And, I like to relax in a warm, comfortable home, home with character, but also admire the clean, stark look of everything, and things that are not in my line of sight, kind of like out of sight, out of mind. So, I like kind of like a balance in between not seeing too much stuff, but then also having things around me that makes the home comfortable as well. So, you got to find that balance yourself. And we started out, well as kids, right? We started out well, but with kids, it's tough. It's tough to keep a home clean because as soon as you finish, tidying up one room and you walk into another room, you turn back and it's like a war zone again. So simplifying your life doesn't mean just our house, right? It could be different facets of our lives as well. And, it can be your workspace. I try to keep my workspace here, my desk, home office clean. So that's your desk. For some people, it could be like a toolbox. It could be something as simple as a toolbox that makes when you want to grab some things to use, it makes it easier, right? It's nice and tidy. You get rid of old tools, some broken parts here and there, and I do that as well. So simple as it sounds, decluttering your toolbox can be something that is easy to do. It doesn't really take that much time. Another one, since I used to work in the car industry, is your car. Decluttering your car and just cleaning it up. Get it detailed, get it washed, wax it. It just feels so much better when you're driving a clean car down the road. And you'll notice that when you start, getting rid of the stuff that's not really serving you anymore, you're gonna actually concentrate better. Because the reason is because your subconscious mind tells you and reminds you of all these things that you need to do, right? And it's saying, go. and it's telling you to, you got to get rid of this stuff. You need to, declutter. You need to not hold on to these things anymore. And that kind of, when it kind of interrupts our thinking and kind of pops up in our minds throughout the day, it really takes away from our ability to concentrate and do well, right? And so, go ahead, donate those old toys, donate some old toys if you have that laying around, sell some stuff, and recycle the rest. And if you don't deal with it, it's going to keep creeping back, right? It's going to keep creeping back, and it's going to interfere with you, your life, your enjoyment of life. And every time you think of it or see it, it's going to remind you of that. So a rule of thumb is to what they say is, if you haven't touched something, if you haven't used it or touched it in 4 years, some people even say 1 year, but I say 3-4 years, those should go first, right? Those should go first. And it's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough to go through a lot of some of these sentimental value things that we've been holding on for a while, like my kids' artwork, their past accomplishments, our accomplishments, memorabilia. We have collections. I got comic books. I got hockey cards, baseball cards, things like that. You got to find out what you got to hang on to and what you need to really, really purge. Clothes, definitely. If you haven't worn clothes in a few years, get rid of them. Or especially if they don't fit, you shouldn't hang on to them. So whatever it is, then get rid of that. And then the things, if you start off first, that are easy to do, things that for sure isn't going to help you anymore, get rid of those first, because if you've done enough of that, you'll find out that the space that you have now can actually hang on to the things that are precious, right? So thanks, Ronald, for tuning in. Hey, Jared, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Ling. Yeah, definitely decluttering. It's we're on the same wavelength. It's something, the sun's shining. I definitely want to tackle some of that this weekend. So start with the for sure's, right? Start with the for sure's, then work backwards. And again, it works for me because I get a head start with all the major stuff, and then I create room to keep more of that sentimental items held back for another year or so, and also we leave room for new things to come as well. So get your family involved. Have fun with it. More hands-on. It's going to be faster as well, and you'll enjoy. Take a day or so out of the weekend, and rain or shine, we can do this, right? So it doesn't have to be weather dependent. If it is sunny, at least then I can do the shed. So if this helped you today, drop a tap the heart. Remember to share or follow on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome weekend. And I'll see you again next week. And definitely don't forget to be better, be bigger, and be the change that people are looking for. Take care, and we'll see you soon.